You mean I gotta read? I don't want to play this. No one wants to talk about it, but I swear I've become this woman's unintentional sideman or some shit. But honestly, Roy Yoda never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. What is it with fucking Asians and having to make me read? Roy Yoda's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online titled The Gaoka Vanishing. He needs to see it himself the best he can. Having tracked another report of dark fog to the area, I arrived to find I had passed, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood. All the scene we found, at the scene we found, uh, at the scene, all we found were the clothes of a mother and son left behind like two molded cicada shells, molted. It's hard to even imagine a parent and a child just gone, precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I had failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt, as if one cue the rain started pouring down heavier and heavier. It felt with each passing minute, but I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. That's when the obvious culprits returned to the scene of the crime, a group of monsters. They had umbrellas of their own, as if the rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious. I brought held down onto them at that very moment. They tried to protect themselves with the umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment, but my utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open up my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring and soaking me to the bone. Ryota's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's I just read this. What the? Yes, yes, I did. Able to shape the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone to a document called the Marunduchi Marunuchi Vanishing. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, I got a tip on a missing woman from Marunuchi. When you found it, when you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day when the fog rolled in. It blanketed the area, then poof, she was gone. Uh, Times like these are making me wish a certain somebody was around to come think of it. Come to think of it, the fog in these disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing and thought it was a load of horseshit. It wasn't until I met him and until my encounter that I believed, blah blah. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. Turns out being able to see spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. Guess I should be thankful because otherwise I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of a woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear that chased me around, but I knew so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag, found missing lady's ID card. Oh, well, that was lame. I am not good and I need your help. Monster's got my best friend. Rinko sits up in her chair. She's zeroed in on one of a dozen monitors from across the makeshift command center stuffed into the cramped Tokyo apartment. I think I'm going to delete this. This is boring. Yeah, I'm not reading all this. I don't think this is a game, eh? I think it's just like a movie with no sound, like a comic book. Yeah, no, I'm not reading this. Delete this now. Oh, I think there's finally some gameplay involved. No, maybe not. There's a lane. Delete.